It's rightly said that a nation's fortunes has as a key indicator its ability to cast metal, and that if a nation's ability to craft metal is enhancing, so is its destiny. Therefore, Australia's fortunes are very closely tied to that of White Industries in Dalby, one of the largest and oldest privately owned metal foundries in this great land. And this generational experience is freely offered to the entire foundry industry in Australia. Both Bruce and Craig, like their father before them, have served the Queensland Council of the Australian Foundry Institute, the peak industry body. Since 1960, the White family have quite literally lived and breathed this craft, and the family's incredible commitment to cutting-edge foundry practices has forged a very long list of satisfied customers.
We've been dealing with White Industries now for approaching 10 years. The criteria for us in a supplier would be reliable delivery, competitive price, but also in this case the ability to work with us at a technical level to help us develop a range of products that the market's going to demand, not just now but into the future. Typically at present we source a number of steel components from Whites, swivels for our loading arms, levers for our hatches, and some other components, bracketry, etc. All of which are manufactured out of steel, and all of which have some pretty tough specifications applied to them given the industry that we operate in. All up, we've been very, very happy with the supply from Whites, and I want to stress the point that we look to them as a technological partner who can help us through the development of our products, and that's worked very well.
Spent a lot of time in developing our products so that we are at the forefront. So an important part of that is having key suppliers that want to do the same thing with us and work with us to get to that point. And we found White Industries to be in great assistance in helping us get there. We not only get to deal with management at different levels, but also with the people that are actually making our products. So we all get ownership of the final item.
To be asked by Bruce White to speak on behalf of Drake Trailers about our association with White Industries is a real privilege. I've also dealt with White Industries before Drake Trailers when my father and I had Allison Trailers, and when Bruce's father Bob was in charge of the company. We've always had great service, reliability in product, and an affiliation with White Industries. Their gear is second to none, and they've always looked after us 100%. The reliability that we get from their product is pivotal in how Drake Trailers operate and how our products are received in the open market. Because it doesn't matter what component it is, if it breaks, it's not the component, it's the Drake trailer that breaks.
Our company uses White Industries to supply a large range in excess of 100 castings. Some machined, others not. We found them to be a very, very reliable supplier.
White Industries has been the best one we've used. White Industries has been our fourth. For example, with other foundries, we've had quality issues with our holes not being on centre, not 90 degrees to each other. White Industries, spot on every time.
KSB Australia actually started here as Ajax Pumps. We had our own foundry in Kyneton, Victoria, ran for over 45 years. When we decided that the foundry was no longer our core business, we investigated other foundries. We have settled on White Foundries up here in Dalby, Queensland. White Foundries can handle all the materials that we use, cast irons, bronze and stainless steels. They've also managed to incorporate all our patterns and the intricacies of the impellers, which are the most difficult things to cast. We're very happy using Whites. We believe our relationship with Whites have grown, and we anticipate it growing even further in the future.
These, like so many other leading Australian manufacturers, have discovered for themselves that they don't need to travel offshore and risk language barriers. Nor do they have to order huge runs in order to offset the freight. They actually no longer need huge warehouses to stock components for peaks and troughs, because quality can now be sourced quickly at reasonable prices right here in Australia. This generational experience, a team with a can-do attitude and a huge investment in cutting-edge foundry technology White Industries are quite literally casting our future.